Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 4 and we are at the Pentacruel and we have a lot to do today and probably in the next few episodes too. Because, yeah, there's nothing else to say but if you see this, all those markings, all those people to talk to, yeah, it's gonna keep us busy for a while. So let us start by talking to everyone, shall we? And I am a bit tempted to go to these groups here, because the ones markings we see here, there's a good chance they will have exclamation marks as well. Let's just go upstairs and see if that's the case or not. Beautiful artwork. No, okay, so let's talk to them first and then to all the others. Because technically these will be optional, or else they would have had a mark as well. Well, I'm still curious about the meeting, but I guess I'll have to wait for the results. Okay, so that's where the meeting is holding place that we saw last time, and we're not allowed to speak to any of them just yet. Well, there's some part of me that does understand that. Right, that makes things a bit easier. So who are we going to start with? The lower number of exclamation marks, I bet. Oh, there you are, Rean. Steadily working your way through the crowd, chatting up with everyone? Are you going to talk to Kayla too? Well, if that's okay, Special Second Lieutenant Kayla. Yes, you may speak to me at any time without reservation, Ashen Chevalier. I am grateful for your help the other day. I had a feeling you guessed who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems I interrupted your conversation. What was it about? Oh, we're just touching up on recent internal affairs in Culvert. I'm not sure what you might have heard about the situation there. The ruling party lost to the opposition in the recent elections. Once President Rocksmith's term ends, he'll be forced to step down. So your entire government is being swapped out? That's a drastic change. Well, the country's already in a crisis, but there's also been acts of terrorism carried out by the anti-immigration faction. I see. Well, immigration is a very divisive issue in the Republic. Well, with each passing day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussions. Thank you. I handle on Calvert's situation now. Despite her young age, Kayla is remarkably sharp. Yeah, and what she's been telling us about Calvert? Things are not going well there, are they? Because if a war is brewing and a term of the leader is about to change into an entirely different group, yeah, that doesn't sound great, does it? Well, it sounds as though things are pretty chaotic over in the Republic. Yeah, I knew there was some dissension there, but I had no idea it was on this level. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what decision the conference members come to. That is very true. Alright. Well, by the way, it's good to see you again, Kayla. How has Klika been doing? Well as ever. She's one Iron Lady. Hey, you made it sound as though a long time has passed since you were lost in Calvert. Angelica, that Klika? Is she who I think she is? Yes, former receptionist at the Praiser Guild. Oh, you picked up on her name, huh? Well, she's a practitioner of Taito. She's the one who taught me. I thought so. Kayla, have you also been trained in the Taito style? Oh no, although I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship, presuming those arts require serious dedication and investment of one's time. I admire you having reached intermediate level in the 8 Leaves one blade style ring. Thanks. Oh, how can one even describe Kilika? She's an incredible fighter obviously, but she's also sharp as a tack. The day I get to see her again can't come soon enough. I'll be sure to pass on your regards when I get back to Calvert. how can even describe Kilika? Alright, well that's the first group down. Didn't take too long, to be honest. Welcome, welcome. I'm the butler in service of the Le Guin family. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you need anything. We'll do, we'll definitely do. Oh, it's a great pleasure to have guests from the highly esteemed Thor's Military Academy. I hope you'll find your stay with us relaxing and your room satisfactory. It's a great pleasure to have great guests from the highly esteemed Thor's Military Academy. Alright, let's check if... Yes, we have a mate on the other side as well. Oh, dinner will be served later, but light refreshments are available at any time. If there's any particular cuisine you prefer, Erebonian, Librilian, Rampharian, Calvarian, just please let me know. Dinner will be served later. We've been making our own preparation in secret. Lady Mildine's Operation Mil Mirage is the only thing capable of stopping Operation Jormungandr. Chancellor Osborne's government must be stopped. Justice is on our side. This is the way to the upper deck. I don't need to go there at the moment. No, he wants to talk to everyone else first. Guessing this will be our room? Lots of booze at the ready. Oh, there you are. Oh, introducing yourself to all the important people, are you? Yes, I'm starting with the most important. Well, I thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? Not much. We're merely standing around. I've been on the airship before, I've seen all there is to it. Anyway, the talks will be over soon, so I might as well wait here. Is something bothering her? Well, she's not hiding it very well, is she? No, it's about that man from Liberal, Cassius. She's been acting funny around him. Ah, I get it. He's a master of the 8 Leaves 1 blade style. He used to go by the nickname Divine Blade. Hey, what are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from a conversation when they're right there with you. Sorry about that. How are you doing, Rosine? Everything okay? Oh, more or less. I received a report of some Ouroboros activity from the High Seat when I was on the way here. Nothing's happened though. By the way, has there been some sort of incident in the holy city of Arteria? I think Emma mentioned something about that too. Vita might know more about it, but as luck would have it, she is not here. Not yet at least. Ah yes. Maybe she'll turn up eventually. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy she's keeping her distance. I can relax without her annoying presence setting my teeth on edge. Well, enjoy it while you can. Should I ask the staff to fetch you a saucer of warm milk? Ooh, good idea. Thanks, Rosine. I'm gonna try to make myself comfortable. You should try to relax too. Being stressed all the time isn't good for you. Well, even with so many distressing things going on, we cannot let ourselves give in to anxiety. You can try to clear your mind and relax. I will. Thanks, Rosine. One of my goals is to achieve the pinnacle of mastery as a swordswoman. Leonard was quite a promising individual with skill almost as great as that of my lord, but... yeah, from what I've heard about him, that seems to be the case. The up-and-comers I'll need to watch out for include both the Purple Lightning and that I See It girl. Oh, you as well, I suppose. What an honor. Speaking of up-and-coming swordmasters, there's a fellow disciple of the 8 Leaf style who started before I did. She's not a direct acquaintance, but I've heard that she's Master Kafai's granddaughter, and she's been practicing since childhood. What? Such a person exists? Oh yes, she's a bracer from Liberal. I don't think she's a direct disciple, but think she's acquainted with Estelle and the others. I heard from Mozakafight that she got great potential overall. A rival. I will need to see this liberal praise her with my own eyes. Immediately, doubly decide that she must be a rival. Well, healthy competition is good, I guess. That it definitely is. A rival. There's much I need to investigate thoroughly today. Doubly looks preoccupied. Well, even with so many distressing things going on, we can't let ourselves get into anxiety. No, we cannot. I'm going through it pretty decently. Oh, it's an honor to speak with you again. Well, we hadn't had the chance to talk leisurely since you were at the Esmeralda's garden. It's been so long. I was kinda having an identity crisis when we last met. Somehow, we've always been too busy to really talk. Yeah, true. Damn, old generals here are strong as hell. You managed to hold off McBurn all on your own in Landoc Canyon. That's pretty damn awesome. And my father fought McBurn as well. Though he seemed alright at the time, the damage his body suffered manifested later. Have you noticed anything similar? No, luckily I seem to be perfectly fine. I don't think it's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set on inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting Viscount Arcide. I was worried about Wallace too. Good to know he's okay. It would be nice to have a friendly duel with him one day. Oh, that definitely will be very nice. It sounds like the General hasn't suffered any serious side effect from fighting McBurn. We really must train ourselves towards their level if we're going to stand a chance. Jeez, why is every single General we know a superhuman monster on the battlefield? From the sound of it, Lieutenant General Bright from Liberal is no different. Yeah, I was hoping for a chance to talk to him, but... yeah, as a fellow practitioner, I bet. Who knows, maybe to get some extra strategic information? Well, is that you, Schwarzer? You look awfully serious. Well, the situation is pretty grave. At least I finally have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. I've got my allies to thank for that, and for lending me their strength. That's good. Gaius, you seem to have gotten into your new powers. Barkhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about that. But I think you'll be another. Well, that's kind of you to say so. I hope it won't sound patronizing, but I've been concerned about you. I see that now that I needn't have worried. You're doing very well for yourself and you'll go far if you keep it up. Well, you know how to build my confidence, I appreciate that. Oh, they both studied under Barkhorn. I'm thankful they've got a good relationship. I should speak with Cassius soon. Hey, whenever we go across his room, we'll definitely do that. The Brigadier General is startlingly accurate with his observations. I shall take his words to heart. Well, I'm sure that's for the best, Gaius. In fact, maybe I should take that advice to myself. Well, I've got to say though, I'm impressed with how far you guys have come. Looking at you, I feel certain you can overcome any challenge if you just work as a team. Thank you. I hope we'll prove you right. Well, I'm pretty sure eventually that challenge will come. And then we'll see how we'll do. And then, in all honesty, it could probably go either way. This coffee is excellent. Yeah, and the biscuits are great. They're Ramifarious specialties. I'm glad they're to your liking. Afternoon coffee and biscuits. What a wonderful custom. I could get used to this. So true. I was worried that you'd be pretty unapproachable since you're the Grand Prince's secretary. I was surprised to learn you're not that much older than us though. Well, you're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close friends with Princess Alban. I've been appointed especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Remiferia. You might have heard of the Silence. Yes, the name rings a bell. Let me think. Salient. Where have I heard that name before? The Salient Company produces medical equipment shipped worldwide. Remiferia is famous for being at the forefront of medical research, which becomes a bartering chip in relations with other countries. The Salient family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in government. Oh, you've done your homework. Well, the current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Remiferia. Our country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. Well, I understand your predicament. I wish there was something we could do to help. Well, let's see how these talks go first. I was wondering what her special secretary position was all about. She's very good with words though. It's easy to see things from her perspective and she encouraged others to side with her. The Grand Prince made the right choice appointing her. Oh, sorry to impose on you, Elise. Oh, Rean, I just wanted to say hello to Yusuf and the others. I'm really enjoying learning about Remiferia's customs. But when I think of the princess attending the meeting, I know. Oh, I'm worried about that too. But worrying about it now won't help anything. Taking a break now might also clear your mind for your return trip. Lucy. Alright, I'm going to stay calm and wait for the princess. Well, I hope we can exchange some useful information in the meantime, for good rapport. Oh, thank you for being worried about me, Lucy. Elise seems okay. Secretary Lucy is really a good talker. I chatted with Lucy over some coffee and sweets. I feel much better now. I have faith in the princess. I just have to concentrate on my own task now. That sounds like a great idea. Her affair has always interested me. I really want to go on tour there in the future. I see. Is there a reason why? Well, there's a traditional dance there called ballet. It's been well received not just because of the music that accompanies it, but a comprehensive performance art itself. I've always been interested in it, but I haven't had a chance to go. Oh, I get it now. Well, maybe you'll be able to ask about how things are there. Yeah, I think it'll be a great learning experience for me. I'm also interested in other aspects of Remiferian culture. I've got to ask about a bunch of different things. Alright. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Rean. Do you have time to take a break? I have coffee and snacks. Oh, no, don't mind me. You're in the middle of an important discussion and I don't intend to stay long. But just before I go, I hear you ran into my students back in the mare. Oh, that's right. I didn't realize their connection to you at the moment though. I'm afraid I was unable to properly introduce myself at the time. I apologize if I caused them any unnecessary worriness. Oh, no worries. They know they weren't keeping secrets just for the heck of it. It must be Ida's will that we meet like this. Well, that is some careful planning from you, eh? It's a shame we don't have more time to sit and talk. We should get together over a cup of coffee sometime and get to know each other better. Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's make it happen. And there goes another one for the list of Rean's harem. Well, I didn't expect to see Grand Prince Albert again so soon. Oh, that's right, you've already met. Yes, 4 months ago, when he paid a visit to Erebonia. He wasn't accompanied by Miss Salient at the time. It's a shame she only hit the temporary assistant. Her hospitality is impeccable, and she makes amazing coffee too. Wow, she's even got a tea lover like you praising her coffee? I'll have to give it a try myself. Oh, you definitely need to, Rean, you definitely do. Because personally, I do like my tea, but hey, if you make a good cup of coffee, why not? And tea as well. We went to very crowded rooms. Left to go. Ooh, the ladies. You bulked up since I last saw you, Lloyd. You haven't grown taller as much as you got wider in the shoulders. Life's on the run better than hitting the gym. I had to get my outfits retailored. Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, you see him every day, so the difference isn't as obvious. But he looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? I've only seen him in pictures, but yeah, I'd say so too. Ah, no, if only I had this height too. Is it Guy Bennings you are referring to? He was once a high-ranking officer at the Crossbelt Police Department, but died in the line of duty about 5 years ago. Oh yeah, we used to live nearby. Well, I only know him from visions of the past I've seen here and there. He was super tall and seemed like a really reliable guy. Yeah, I feel like such a kid compared to him. But there's no use in wishing I was more like my brother. I've got to play the cards I've been dealt. It's me you've got, not him. And I'm determined as can be to end this and work towards independence for Crossbell. Oh, me too. Spoken like a true leader. It is no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Rean off during our encounter 2 years ago. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I might have had it easier than him. It's news to me that he had a brother though. His brother sounds like an amazing person too. I'm sure he was, definitely. Instructor Rean. Oh, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, I've got to make the most of this opportunity, so now it's time to be nice with you. Well, Lloyd here is a lot for us to catch up on. Well, I'd love to get a drink or two with you if we had the time, but... Sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place I know when this thing lands? It's got some pretty nice... Randy? Alright. That's just like Randy. Actually, that reminds me. Rixie and Mao's busy elsewhere right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions at play here, both within and outside Erebonia. The other members of the SSS and our close allies are all busy dealing with them. Like Noel, Chief Sergei, Dudley and Arios. That's right, Fren and Wazzy is helping us out sometimes too. Sonia and Morel have been keeping their heads down though. They can't do too much considering their position. They're members of the same Crossbell Guardian force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both very capable officers. Yeah, they have the same objective we do, but different obligations. Not unrelated to the content of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. You can't help but get an idea of the master plan looking at all the people Musa and General Le Guin invited here. Wow, Rean, I'm impressed. Have you ever think about becoming a detective? I doubt I could match up to the pros. Okay, can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I know for sure is that these two gotta stop showing off already. I believe you are just projecting, Instructor Randy. You could do the same if you tried, Randy. Hey, I'm not sure I like what you're saying, kiddo. Rean chatted with Lloyd's group for a while. Oh, it's so fun to be back here with so many of our friends. Yeah, it sure is. I wish Rixia was here so we could properly apologize to her and Lloyd about how we first met. That'll have to wait until next time. It's been a while since I got involved in something like this. Let's go drink sometime, just us guys. I'll have to be some other time though. Yeah, definitely. Hey, you know, I don't think I'll ever run out of things to chat with you about, but I could bring up just one more thing. I've heard from Yuna you play a bit of Vantage Masters. I play against Kia from time to time, so if you're ever raring for a match, just let me know. Oh yeah, you're on. Though we have to make sure things don't get too out of hand. You're telling me. I don't think... Yes, alright. Yes, I'd love to. Let's see how he stacks up against us. Ooh, a beast.
Here's to a good, clean match.
Well, we'll try. Ooh. Blixie. Right, first round, damage in. Yeah, I feel against the beast that we either win quick or we're gonna lose quick. Because he can put up a lot of cards. I'm sure it has a lot of damaging cards as well. Okay, I'll get that one off the board. It's fine. Can use the skill again. Get more cards. Ooh, the calm. That's a very strong card. And very cheap. Okay. So we can take him off the board if we want to. But it's gonna take everything we've got. Kind of brings that down again. Interesting. And then we have a healer just to pack things up. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Let's hope he doesn't bring more of those heavy hitters out. Let's see, deals 2 damage to a row of enemies. Okay, that could be dangerous. Lock him up. Can use skill, can't use attack because we're in the back row. That is fine. Healing doesn't do anything because the witch hasn't been hit yet. So let's just leave it for now. Ah, come on. Heals as well? no damage whatsoever. That's a bit sad. To which the official strength enhancer for Blix would come out soon. We definitely need to get the cards off the board again. That's good, then he can be there. Yeah, he'll destroy anyone that tries to touch him, that's for sure. Then do we leave him for now? And then try to go full on damage on the next round? I think that might be a choice. And hopefully we'll get a Blix Enhancer card. Like, a few extra damage points will definitely help. Okay, Beast, not walk around so much. Sacrificial Plane, not a bad choice. So we got 5, 4 is 9. Oh, so close. Really 4. Then we have 2 left. I'm curious, but if I put it down, it might destroy. Okay, alright, that works. Alright. Ah, beast down.
You're good at this.
Thank you very much, Lord. Very appreciated for those cards. Well, I sure am lucky getting invited on board the Pentacruel to carry out exclusive interviews. So many interesting people all in one place. Ellie, Theo, Alicia, and even Emma of the Hexen clan. I didn't get a chance the other day in Crossbell, so let me say this now. This has gotta be fate. Ios must have guided me here to interview you all. What do you say? Maybe later, if it doesn't take too long. Sorry, but I prefer if you kept me out of the papers. Ever a keen journalist, Grace? Oh, you should be aware of this, but you won't be allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about the freedom of press? Just kidding. I understand that being invited to this top secret get-together is a great privilege, and I won't be able to write about it for a while. But once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe I'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. After all, my duty as a journalist is to observe and document important events. Oh, that's definitely an important role. That's a sensible approach to take. I would take everything she says with a grain of salt. Oh, you're hoping to materials you collect here will win you the Pulitzer Prize, aren't you? Anything there's no harm in, is there? I missed my chance last year and the year before. That's Grace, a journalist working at Crossbell. Whatever reasons, she must have impressed the right people to be allowed here. Oh, definitely. The man of the hour. Rean Schwarzer, will you agree to an interview? I'm not at liberty to talk about such things. Grace, you're putting him on the spot. She's very single-minded about interviewing people. But deep down, she is a nice person. Boo-hoo, you're no help at all, Theo. Rean, you look just like Grace walking around and sniffing out info. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meeting. By the way, I was surprised that Vida didn't show up. Me too. She left the barrier and vanished somewhere. It worries me a little. Yeah, it's kind of suspicious, huh? You're nervous she's plotting something? I don't mean to sound ungrateful since she helped us numerous times, but Vida's known to pursue pretty questionable goals. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? Thanks, Rean. If only the same could be said of my mother. Chairman Arena? Well, she raised a wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. Aw, that was nice of you. Oh, do I sense a scoop? Why is the Ashen Chevalier so sweet to you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. So, sorry. You can tell her off any number of times. She goes back to her MO right away. And that she indeed does. Oh, seriously though, I have to officially interview you one day, and not just because I personally find you interesting. How the young hero faces the war? Yep, now that's something I'd love to publish once we get through all this. I'll consider it. I'm sorry for all the trouble Grace caused you, Rean. Oh, rest assured, I will be scolding her later. That's alright, really, she wasn't that bad. I'm not sure if anything Grace did deserves Ellie's death there. Oh, Grace is really something, huh? I wish I had that much drive. In a way, she reminds me of Vivi. There's very different people, of course, but they have the same kind of assertiveness, let's say. It's a little more pronounced with Grace, though. Could be that's part of what it takes to be a journalist, or maybe that pushiness is what drew them to journalism to begin with? Okay, looks like all the ladies are done. That means one room left to go. I never dreamt I'd be in the presence of the President of Calvert and the Grand Prince of Remiferia. Crown Prince Claudia and Lieutenant General Cassius are here too. Man, this place is crammed, top to bottom with bigwigs. Me on the other hand, I'm just a smuck with an airship. What am I doing here mingling with them? What's the problem? You're great at mingling. And besides, you've been helping out Lloyd and Rean a bunch. There's no reason for you not to be here. Oh, by the way, thanks for helping me and Agit cross the border into the Empire. Things would have been way harder without you. Tida, I told you that was no big deal. Well, you saved my bacon too in Heimdall. Seems like Kappa Delivery Service is always there to help when we're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild too. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaegers and you stay away from shady businesses. That counts in your favor too. Look. It's a business and we do what we have in order to turn a profit. Oh, she's blushing. Ooh. Oh, you guys, stop it. And you really like teasing her, huh? Don't worry, it is friendly teasing. Leaves, as well as the branch campus, used to be within the Kappa barony. The members of Kappa Delivery Service used to be sky bandits, but they seem like decent people. Well, they turned over an entirely new leaf, so they deserve everything that's coming for them. Hey, Rean. Oh, you're quite the social butterfly today. Just making sure I get to talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list. Oh, makes sense, since you both studied with Master Kafai after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. And I don't know what to think about this Duchess Cayenne. The whole meeting is giving me some bad vibes. Muse is not a bad person, I promise. I can only imagine she must have been planning this for a while now. She tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire was probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, instructor? Yeah, I did. But from what I've heard, Yuna saw right through her when they met back up.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
We got a glimpse of her true self back then. She's only 16, younger than me. Well, I heard this and that about the Cayenne family. The Duke before the launch was widely believed to be just and wise person. When he died in an accident, his younger brother inherited the title, but all he cared about was his personal interests. Muse's foolish uncle even stirred up the civil war, and their family was about to be stripped of their title and privileges. And yet, here we are, with Muse as the mastermind behind a plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on this ship. Well, I think I can empathize with her more after hearing that. Yeah, me too. Judging from what I've heard, it's no surprise she understands. Oh, there's no telling how these talks will go until they're over and done with. But regardless of what major events are set in motion, we must not forget about the individuals that will be swept up. Muse is one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by her side. I doubt you need me to tell you that though. Oh, you really are amazing. Huh? Oh, you really just say what you think without beating around the bush, huh? I see why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright and you dispel any shadows of doubt in others. Thanks for the advice. That was my intention all along, but I needed the kick to get around to it. Well, glad to be of help. Good luck. Thanks. More? Really? Oh, Estelle, there's something I've been dying to know. You and Joshua are together, right? But how far exactly have you guys gone? That's so out of the blue. Oh, don't try to wiggle out of it now. I'm burning with curiosity too. You wouldn't have tried to touch the question unless... Whoa. Why are you bugging me about it? Oh. I can't tell you when Rean's right there. What if he hears? Looks like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I better go. And I won't know an answer to that question, to be honest. What's up, Estelle? Still no progress? Need some cheering up? I wouldn't say that, it's just... Oh, knock it off with the leading questions. I probably should have been listening into this. It's been 2 years and all. Could you try to tone it down a bit if possible? Oh, isn't it cute how Estelle gets all flustered? Yeah, it makes me want to jump right in and ask her for more details. Instructor Sarah, Fee, please show her some mercy. Oh, they won't. They definitely won't. Hey, Kurt and Ash. Good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back? Yes, very much so. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Agit was pretty impressive with that sword of his. Really see where he got the name Heavy Blade. Those two weren't bad either. I might have taken in a couple of swings, but I was just one of many taking part in the Operation Burst readout. Same goes for me and Kia. Maybe our timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone equally. Joshua, Ash. Don't the two of you have something important to talk about? Ren. She's right, don't put it off. Everything is going to shit right now. There's no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying that Raquel has become home to you, Ash. But I'm sure there's a value in learning about the place that led you there. Huh. Well, Hamel was just a small village. I had no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children living there. Loie was the oldest at 16. My sister Karen was 15 and I was 6. But there was another boy too. He was about 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much, but ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. But then those peaceful days abruptly ended. A group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villagers. I watched on as Jan and Emilia were shot. There was blood everywhere. The son fell to the ground, blood all over his clothes. We fled. We ran and ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our mind. That boy didn't die though. He had merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually we made it out of the village. Loie stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Karen to keep running. But we got ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua, that's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard it before, but it gets me every time. That's what happened 14 years ago, at least that's how I remember it. That boy we left behind must have a different perspective on the events of that day. He may have hated us for escaping without him, and I can't blame him for that. The bullet you fired at Emperor Eugen should have been me. Joshua! It's alright, Ren. It was a shock when I heard all about what happened in Heimdall. I realized the burden that boy from Hamel had to live with. But even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. I can't say how happy it made me when I found out he survived. Joshua, thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Don't know why you bothered telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. Well, the Hamel tragedy took place about the same time I was first taken to Immer. Glad that Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. Oh, I didn't notice you were there, instructor. Hey, Rean. Dude, eavesdrop much? Sorry about that. But the same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life too, so it's at least a little relevant to me. Why so defensive, Ash? I thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. She got you there. Oh, whatever. Screw all that old drama. We got plenty of new drama we could talk about instead. For example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, when did you share with the rest of the class? Ren, it's not like that. Damn, you can't even see what's right in front of your face, old man. We all know what's going on. It's obvious to anyone with half a brain. Who are you calling old, you little brat? I'm only 28. Oh, why are we even talking about this? That's a very Ash way to change the topic. He used to be such a crybaby. I'm glad Ayos kept him safe. No, not just her. It's thanks to a number of kind-hearted people. Yeah, thanks for sharing that story with us, Joshua. Of course. Thank you as well, Rean, for all you've done for him. Ah, cut the crap, man. Why the hell would you even say something like that? What? I'm just curious. Seriously though, if you don't make a move, some other guy will sweep Tito off her feet before you know it. Ash, walk away slowly. Yeah, cause the heavy blade might land it on your face if you keep this up. It's been more lively than usual around here, but I'm glad to see Ash enjoying himself again. Yeah, seems like it's getting short end of the stick though. Finally getting to tell Ash about all of this really taking a load off my shoulders. Thanks for giving me the chance, Ren. Oh, no problem. You two are a lot alike, actually. You're both a little clumsy when it comes to your feelings. Can't deny that. The situation with Joshua and the blonde porcupine has calmed down. Next to get into this relationship, let's see what we can find. Jeez, you're pretty merciless, aren't you? Oh, she definitely is merciless, to say the least. Alright. Well, we talked to everyone. In order to continue, we need to hit the middle. So, I think I'm gonna leave this for the next episode, and we'll see what happens next. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Until then, bye bye.